Welcome to the 9 News Prep Rally.
Happy Saturday morning, Preps fans. I'm Ashley Moore, and welcome into the Prep Rally. Now we begin with some major news in the 5A football head coaching landscape. This year, so many programs making a splash in hiring their head coaches, and things are no different at the powerhouse known as Valor Christian. Well, Mike Sanford is the new man in charge, a seasoned coach at the Division I level with over 15 years of experience at Western Kentucky, Boise State, Notre Dame, Utah State, and the University of Minnesota. But a lot of us know him from his time at CU, serving as offensive coordinator in 2022 and the last interim head coach before the Coach Prime era. Closer to home, he's a Broncos analyst right here on 9 News. But wait until you hear his Valor connection. Back in 2012, as the running backs coach at Stanford, Sanford was the one responsible for recruiting Valor royalty, Christian McCaffrey to the Ivy League, and the rest was history.
My very first time in the Denver Metro was coming here to recruit Christian, and then the next day was to play at CU. So Stanford at CU, and it was I believe it was like November 2nd, I believe, was of 2012. I remember that Christian scored a touchdown every way you can, and we were eating breakfast in Boulder before the game, and David Shaw, the head coach, looks over at me. He's like, what'd you think about him? I said, well, he'd start for us in about 5 different positions. And since that moment, getting to know Valor, seeing it on a game night, a team that ended up, I believe, winning a state championship, for me, it made me realize if there ever was a life after college football for me, this is the kind of place I'd want to coach at.
But who wants to see some playoff basketball? Colorado has some of the best high school hoops in the country, but the road begins to determine the best in the state. Over at Valor, we begin the round of 32 as the reigning state champion head coach takes on the winningest coach of all time, Rudy Carey and the East Angels. And East came to play. First bucket of the game was a corner trade from number trade, Maurice Fulcher. A few plays later, James Murray's chance now, and hits the step back, and what a bucket. East out to a 5-2 lead until this guy showed up, star guard Cole Shearer, putting the defenders through the spin cycle, and what a take. But East was on one. Pass up top to Lincoln Lameau, who says, let me get another 3. Very next play, give it to the big man, Landon Edwards, to the chest of the double team for 2. But here comes Valor. Push up court to Grant Stevens, who lays it off the glass, 3-point deficit. But Jeremiah Amon Jr. says, you know what? Double it. East would go into the half up 6 and on upset alert. But the second half is where Valor would step on the gas. Ryan Mendez with the bucket as Valor handles business by 19 points. Meanwhile, at Grandview,
CV all the way up to Anderson. Back to DeRusso. Trevor Thomas puts the statement on the SaberCats.
the Wolves clinched their first playoff win in 5 years. Special shout out to Grandview TV's Jake Chow and freshman Braden Gold on the call.
DC basketball team! 1, 2, 3! DC basketball! Let's go!
Down in 2A was the one-loss Denver Christian Thunder taking on Forge Christian when Kamiri Fuller gets us started with the corner 3. Thunder up 7. Shortly after, Fury trying to keep up as Rio Beck gets the bounce on her own 3 to cut the lead 14-8. But in transition, here come the Thunder. Nolani Book takes it all the way to the basket for the layup. 21-9 lead now as we head to the second half. Forge's Tiffany Rubio comes off the handoff and shoots the jumper off one leg, and it is nothing but net. But the Thunder just overwhelmed the Fury as Natalie Rohanen gets the and one, leading to Denver Christian's 57-24 victory. Over at Prospect Ridge, watch this. Stargate senior Hunter Roark gets the steal and the slam to commemorate his 1000th career point. Special congratulations goes out to him and his team as he got the special game ball. Well, as we gear up for the next round of state championships, let's reflect on the state wrestling dynasty over at Pomona. Won their 7th straight title the other week and came back as the big men and women on campus.
Every year that we win, the target grows and people want to hit it worse. And the thing is, we don't want to lose, and the bigger that our record gets, the more we don't want to lose, right? So this is a dynasty, and this is going to continue because all we want to do is win, and we work for it, and that's how it's done. You got to work.
Over at Pomona, the work is sold separately. Tuesday morning, the entire school showed up to back the Panthers after winning their 7th consecutive state title.
It feels good. Being at Pomona is really cool because the whole school's involved, the feeder schools. It's just one big team with the whole community, which makes it really special.
But how do they do it?
So we have a really good feeder program, Pomona Elite, and those kids, they start young and they work hard when they're little, and that's how they keep coming up, and then once they get to high school, they're ready to go.
There were also 2 state champions on the girls' side, Justice Gutierrez and Timberly Martinez. Martinez became a 3-time champion, looking to follow in Pomona's footsteps by becoming a 4-timer next season.
Getting to see Perseus win that like right before my match, and then just being practice partners with her, that was awesome and amazing. And then just like this amazing community that Pomona has and the fans behind it. Like I feel like I have a family.
And with all these titles, Pomona's gonna need more walls.
I like to represent the school, and we represent all these banners and everything, so it's nice.
But reminder, we can't be everywhere. So if you're ever out at a game and see something you'd like featured on the Prep Rally, just send it over. That's all, folks. I'm Ashley Moore, and we'll see you next time right here on the 9 News Prep Rally.